Hello! We are here today with Tara, children's book author and aspiring marine biologist. Say hi, Tara!
Hi! How's it?
It's good, it's all good. So, what inspired you to write your book?
Alright, so, the book's called Loneliest Mermaid, and I've been obsessed with marine biology since the 5th grade. One of the animals that I researched the most was the vaquita, and when it came time for me to do a Girl Scout Silver Award, I thought I wanted to do something involving endangered species like the vaquita. And so I went through all these different ideas of do I want to make it just an informative book, or do I want to make it a children's book? And eventually, working with my next door neighbor, who's a children's book author and illustrator, we came up with a plot line and everything to do with the book.
That's so awesome. So I've seen you've done things like meet and greets, book signings. So how has that been for you? What's that experience like?
It's really cool. While I didn't sell a lot of books, selling the books isn't the main point of my project. The main point of my project is to tell people about the animals and raise awareness on the animals. And the book was one of the ways of doing that. I also handed out coloring sheets with the pictures of the animals and told people about the northern right whale, vaquita, and manatee.
Awesome. So in the book, these different species, what can we do to help preserve their habitats, and what can we do to help them survive?
Well, the mermaid, I have the book with me right now.
Awesome! That's so cool!
So, basically, the beginning of the book is the mermaid tells the little girl about what the main threats are to the species. So, for instance, the vaquitas, their main threat is gill nets, and fishermen using gill nets because they get caught in them and drown, unfortunately. And then northern right whales, one of their main threats are noise pollution. So I talked about that, or had the mermaid talk about that. And then the manatee, I talked about boat collisions and how that is really bad for them. Well, I mean, of course it's bad for them because they get hit by boats. All right. And then after that, she talks about the little girl asks what she could do to help, and the mermaid tells her that, first of all, learning about the animals and learning about the ocean is just the first step to protecting our oceans, because the more you know about the ocean, the more you can save it. One of the ways was to ask a parent if they can donate money or raise money to donate to organizations that work hard to protect the species.
And what are some of these organizations that you'd recommend?
Save the Whales Foundation, which I actually contacted to get information about the vaquita and the northern right whale, and they have things where you can adopt a vaquita symbolically, and they'll send. I actually did that, and it's only $20, and you get sent a nice photo of a vaquita. You get sent a pamphlet. You get this dog tag that says "Save the Vaquita." And a bunch of other cool stuff that you get with it. And so that was one of the things that you could do with Save the Whales. Also, for manatees, there's SaveTheManatee.org, which is the main manatee organization. And you can adopt that. Adopting endangered species seems to be a trend.
That's really... Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Oh, your audio cut out for a second.
Can you still hear us?
Okay, you got it. Okay, good. Because it was out and I was like, oh no. But we got it, guys. We're good. Okay, so you want to be a marine biologist at some point in your life. So this is kind of a trivial question, but do you have a favorite?
The vaquita is the one that I choose to talk the most about, partly because they're the most critically endangered cetacean, which is a dolphin, porpoise, or whale. Sorry. And there's less than 60 left in the wild, and none have survived in captivity. So to me, they're the one that we should prioritize the most.
Wow, that's crazy. Something needs to be done right now, definitely. Which is why I'm so glad that people like you are writing books, informing people, and I'm so glad you did this interview today. And is there any advice that you would give other aspiring marine biologists, whether it be young children to fellow teens or anyone really?
Yeah, definitely get involved in your community. So getting involved is a huge part of it, and learning as much as you can about different animals and marine ecosystems, because, I mean, I'm a giant nerd about this stuff, so I could rant for hours about
Good.
and I've done, like, just reading and learning and knowing as much as you can and telling other people about it is a huge part of just dipping your toes into the sort of career and sort of field that marine biologists are in.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for doing this interview. I had such an awesome time talking to you. So we're gonna go and have an awesome day, guys. Say bye, Planet Green Machine, and subscribe.